Okay.
Hey guys, we're here at Art Talk, and today we got a special guest. We got my friend from back in high school from a long time, and she's a makeup artist. So you know I had to get her in here, you guys, and ask her a few questions. I know she's a little nervous, but
A little.
just a little. But anyways, here we go. Okay. So yeah, because I know in high school you weren't doing makeup, huh?
No, I was just doing hair.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were
just
doing
hair.
hair. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So from the hair, you started doing the makeup then, right? So you were doing hair? Like, did you go to school?
Yeah.
Like, going to college, to the cosmetology?
Yeah, I did go to school. I did go to school.
Okay.
Right
How
after high school.
old can you be to go to cosmetology school?
It all depends if your parents sign you off.
Oh, okay.
You can start as like credits for college, and if they don't, then you have to wait until you're 18.
See, that's one thing I didn't know. So if anybody interested, if there's any young kids that are watching this and you guys want to become hairstylists, you know, ask your parents, maybe they might help you out, because I see some people that start young and that helps them out, you know. So the younger you start, the less you don't have to worry about bills. Because I know the same thing with tattoos. It's like we don't have to worry about bills if you do it young. But when you're older, it's like you have a family, you have all this stuff you got to do.
Yeah.
So you can't be giving away your free time, because that's basically like, as an apprentice, you're basically working for free.
For free. Yeah.
So it's like, I'm sure it's like the same thing when, you know, when,
Yeah,
when you had to help out, you had to do the same thing, right? You had to
Build
like,
your portfolio. That's what you gotta do.
yeah, but then you have to do free stuff, and it sucks having to do free stuff, and you have bills to pay, you guys.
Yeah.
So, right? It's like, you have, we're old, and how old are you when you had your son?
Oh, I was older. I was
Oh, okay,
28. Yeah.
So see, there's some people that still have to deal with that, so it's like, that's a good thing that you don't have to worry about that, you know, you can't start going to school.
But I did move out of my parents' house at a really young age, so that right away was like, okay, now you got bills to pay, and this and that, and it's like, ugh. Now I really had to put it like on the side.
So what do you like doing better, hair or makeup?
I'm more of a hair person, to be honest. Like, I love creating like new hairstyles.
Is it because makeup is just more like, you just do it real quick and that's it, or?
I have more of my group of people that I have, like the referrals are more of a natural beauty.
Like for weddings,
Weddings,
stuff like that. Okay.
As to like dramatics, I don't really get those.
Do you ever want to create, like I see sometimes like MAC, they like do those crazy ass colors.
Oh
Have you ever wanted to do
yeah, I
something
would
like
love
that?
to do that, but you rarely ever get that with someone that wants to pay for it. It's more of a natural.
It's like I could do it for free, but I'm not gonna get paid.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Like, be nice if I could pay for it.
Unless we're trying to build our portfolio, then you have to find like the photographer, the photo shoots, the studios, and all that. It's like that's a whole different environment.
Well, in case if anybody's interested in that, there's actually some people that do. It's called. You know what? I'll find out what it is and I'll put a link. So hopefully I find it for you guys and I can post it up. If not, I'll eventually put it on at the bottom of all the info. So I'll post it up eventually when I find it, you guys. But what they do is kind of like a car meet, but photographers. Like they all meet up in one spot. Sometimes they get like models, like, and even the models have to, like, I think some of the models pay because they're having all these photographers go on. I guess I was like, that's crazy, you know?
That's actually pretty cool.
So it's like a bunch of them. So you go and it's like just a sea of fucking photographers. You're like, dude, I'm you know?
Where do I post?
Yeah, but each one's like completely different, you know? So it's like,
Yeah, okay.
it's a little bit different, you know?
Yeah.
So, but that was pretty cool. So if anybody, you know, wants to do that, you know, so that's, I feel like it's another way to help you get your name out there. And like tattooing, like we have to do free stuff to get our name out there. And it sucks because sometimes they don't even want to tip you. Like, just tip me.
Oh, we don't even get the tip, girl.
No,
Sometimes we don't even get the pictures. So you have to take the picture from your phone. That's one big thing. Like sometimes you don't even get the pictures and you wait months and months. Like I had a photographer that I waited a year and a half.
Me too.
And
as
like,
a model. Oh, as a model, I did the same thing. I was just like, bro, it's been like 4 years now.
Yeah.
I was kidding. You know what, Echo, if you're watching this, you still owe me yeah, if anybody knows, so I have a friend that he does a lot of like, I think now he's doing more video, like more movies. But he was doing a lot of music videos. He did like King of G's. I came out in B-Rose music video with him. I've done like a bunch of, like, I actually got to do like a bunch of like dope artists through him though. But I thought that was cool.
Yeah, but still,
I
haven't seen my work.
Well, too, I did it for free because I was just, you know, it's my friend, so I was trying to help him out. So it's like, I went over there, I did that. I'm still waiting for the picture. Like, the picture was my payment.
But even as a model, like exactly,
Like
even as a model, you want to make sure you get your pictures, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's still kind of building your portfolio.
Well, too, it's like a lot of the photographers that I worked with, I never paid them too, so it's like we're trading.
Uh-huh.
But I never received them. So. There's a few other ones but I don't remember the names. No, and that's
You're like, now I gotta go look and
no, yeah, I'm like, oh, because I've done so many photographers, and I'm just like, fuck, we should have shot this one.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I tell them like, oh, did you shoot this one? Like, no, it wasn't me. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh,
My bad. It was just I shoot so many of them, and I'm like, what are the car ones to shoot? You know, I forget.
Yeah.
Like, I forget. I'm sorry. Like,
but you know what? Even with paying clients, I have that issue. Like I just did a makeup look about 4 or 5 weeks ago, and I still haven't received the pictures from her. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna let it go. It happens so often.
see those? I feel like you can do that because you have them there, so you can be your own photographer. But you know.
But when you forget or they're running late, you're like, well, you just can't be like, wait, hold up, you know?
Yeah. You have to wait.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What is like the craziest thing you have to do with clients?
Behind the scenes. Well, I did the LA fashion show once.
Oh, okay. How that goes? Was it crazy? All hectic? And...
Yes, it is, and then they're very like uptight people. So.
Why don't you do it like this?
But my job there was to be a makeup assistant and also to assist dressing the models, and I had to dress all the male models.
So that was fun?
That
was that fun? And that's really cute. Some of them, I don't know.
No, I had
some
one that
runaway.
was very like cocky and was like, yeah.
Oh, crap.
I was like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be looking. And then I did a lot of male models, like photo shoots.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to do a lot of like body contour.
Contour.
But I had to get in there and like actually like, it's a secret, guys.
What-
Stuff.
What does get in there mean?
Get in there and like fix the stuff.
Oh, so you're kind of like the fluffer, but without the fluff.
Yeah.
If anybody know what that means, you're probably laughing right now. I don't want to say it out loud. PG-13, you guys, but
that's what it is. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the craziest thing I've had. As far as like weddings, I had one wedding that really like stood out because it was like a last minute thing, and I ended up in Palisade. Like, what is it, Palisades? Beverly Hills Park.
Yeah.
I walked in the hotel, and I see like a bunch of guys standing around, and I'm like, okay, whatever. It's just probably the family. And I walk up, and it's like 2 people standing on the elevator, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of creeping out. And then I see 2 other guys standing in front of the hotel room. I'm like, all right, well, where the hell
Is
am I
this
at?
fucking CIA? Like, or do they have a little?
They had bodyguards. I don't know where I was at, who I was with, but
Or somebody that was there.
Mhm.
They had them outside, even if it's not for the event or because they were there. They
No, it was for the bride's
okay.
groom. Like
what
the
is
2
she?
bodyguards.
I'm like, damn, was she fucking mafia or what the fuck?
I don't
Like,
know, but they're Armenian, so I don't know. I don't question it. I'm just here to do my job and I'll go home.
Oh, I was like, usually if you have bodyguards, it's because you're up in the food chain pretty high.
Exactly.
So
I mean, they paid well, so
you're like, keep it coming.
I'm not gonna say who, where, what.
So what's like the worst thing you have to deal with people besides like
Quinceañeras.
like the amount of them or
And just in general, quinceañera girls are
or what's the one thing you don't like about doing makeup or just like makeup and that? Like,
It's more of like that.
I always tell people, I'm like, it's the people that I don't like.
It's a
They change their mind,
quinceañera.
they're being assholes, like, you're just trying to do your job and they're being fucking douchebags, and I'm like, hey, you hired me. Like, stop being me. You can at least be nice to me. I'm not your fucking, you know?
Maid
like,
and shit.
yeah, I'm here to make you pretty, not to assist you in every little thing.
Oh, no. I had people that was like, okay, well, do this and do this and do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm here to enhance you. I'm not a cosmetic surgeon.
Like, I can't make your nose look smaller, okay?
No, seriously. And then I had quinceañeras or Sweet 16 or quinceañeras. Like, it's usually the youngsters that are like the young girls that are the most snobbiest. Like, more like, I don't like how you do my hair. And it's like exactly what they asked for. Like
that's what you asked for, so I
and
did
then
it.
until all their little friends are like, no, it looks really nice. Okay, I love it now. I'm like, okay, really?
You're like, god damn. Oh, now you like it. Okay,
Yeah.
you like it. If I say I don't like something, I stick to my guns. And nobody can change my goddamn mind. I don't like it. I don't like it. And there's nothing you can say that's gonna make me like it. You can say you like it. I'm like, you're fucking lying, just so I don't have a meltdown. That's all you're doing.
Yes. So I'm actually glad that I get weddings more often than I do quinceañeras because those girls can be very difficult to deal with.
I ever thought of like doing like say having all the different styles, like not as in your portfolio, but just so you can show them like, look, you want it like this, more, you know, more dramatic or more subtle? Which one do you want?
Oh yeah. I asked him to send me like inspired pictures, and if it's something that is like completely different from like, let's say it's a ponytail and then a hair down, and like, okay, what exactly is it that you want? Because
she's like, I want natural. She sends you like a smoky look.
Yeah.
I bitch, that's not natural. That's a smoky look. Look it up. God damn it. I'm sure I would have been like, big hair. You have big hair.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. No, I know. It's like I have that in my head, but I don't do it.
I know you're like.
There's a movie that's actually like, it's like about this mobster guy, right? That he goes into witness protection because he's like ratting out his guys or something. But that's like his whole thing. Like every single time, like he wants to like beat the shit out of somebody, he like envisions in his head and does something else, and I'm like, that's me right there. And I was like, so I'm not the only one. Because man, sometimes people be asking the stupidest questions. I'll be like, oh, tattoos hurt? Like,
no.
what do you think? You're gonna get stabbed with a needle. I was like, man, you cry about any little thing. You're gonna cry about fucking like 5-10 needles. Like, come on.
You should bring out a stab. One of those like the school stabs. It's just like, there you go. It doesn't hurt anymore.
I'm like,
Come back in 4 days.
back in 4 days.
Shower.
But that's what I was asking. I was like, what's like the annoying things you have to deal with people? Because I was like hearing the horror stories. Because those are just like, really? I was like, bite my nose. I'm like,
yeah.
What'd you say? And I'm always like, what'd you say? You know, like, because, you know, it's like, as a professional, you have to act correct.
Yeah.
If not, you're gonna get a bad name, and then it just, you know, goes on and on and on.
And it's
like Will Smith.
Yes.
If we fucking slap somebody, like, fucked up his whole career, man. We don't need that. Can't be slapping bitches like, what?
Oh yeah, that's what I call it now. I'm gonna give you the Will Smith if you don't stop.
Hey, but the Will Smith might fuck your life up. For real, yeah.
Hey, I still say it in my head though. I'm like you, I don't say it.
I'm like, I'm gonna get this bitch so I know, you know what? Everything's been going on that. I'm like, damn, poor Will. He's like, has his own little slap saying now.
Yeah.
He's like, gonna do that too. But, yeah, dude, that's just crazy.
Damn, that guy really went out there.
It's like, why? She gave you the look. So look, I saw the look. Y'all saw the look. I saw the look.
Yeah, I saw the look.
It's been like in every podcast that we've been talking about, but I'm sorry, it's there.
He was laughing and he's like.
Dude, have you seen the memes though? One of them said that like it said like, oh, if you don't go slap him, that's why I'm gonna cheat on you again or some shit. It said something like that.
Yeah.
This is why I cheated on you if you don't go slap him, or I'm something like that.
And the
I started
audios,
dying, and I was like, oh my god, I was like, poor Will.
the audios that they mix now, like the DJs are mixing it. Get my wife's name out of your mouth, and it's like,
you heard it? Oh, dude, I heard that too, and I was like, dude, it wasn't even over, and that thing was already online. I think as soon as like he was walking back, that thing was already
everyone
created.
was already.
It was already a meme. Like it was already a meme. Like how do you get it so quick?
Yeah.
Like, y'all meme creators are fucking on it.
And
Like y'all should be on it. Yeah, but they should be on it the same way with the politics, and then not the bullshit they're pumping. But the problem is that people keep putting fake stuff out, so then they lose track of what's reality.
Well, that's the point, so that they can like. Kind of like squirrel. Oh yeah, wait, what? You know?
Like what?
They forgot about what we were talking about. It's like, oh
yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
And,
So
yeah, we have a short attention span, sad to say, but Americans nowadays, they distract us with everything we do too. Yeah.
I think it's the whole world, girl. Like it's not just the Americans.
Oh yeah, because that's how we control people. If you have them dumb, you can't control smart people. Because they already know what's up.
Oh no, yeah, of course.
But if you have someone dumb, it's like, go here. You just have them went in a circle and they think that they're doing something fucking like, elaborate.
But when we're talking about smart people, we're talking about like book and street smart. Because you can be book smart and still be kind of dumb. Because you're just following what's in front of you. And then you can be street smart but not realize, okay, politics. Like, they're charging me how much for what? For my business? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to be both in order to kind of survive or actually survive or be successful.
Yeah, or pay someone to think for you.
Yeah, but then you gotta bring out your street smart in order for them not to screw you over.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. Always goes back to that.
That's where you're.
Does your streets or your gangster ways have to come out when you go to makeup and all that sometimes. Like, bitch don't want to pay you, bitch. Pay me.
Oh no, I asked for half of it. Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
I still have the mentality don't trust anyone. Like, I don't care where I'm at, even if I was in.
Like, I don't care if your mom is my tia, you're gonna pay me.
Yeah.
Hey man, even family always says fuck you over like they
oh no, yeah.
Pay later, and then they pay you like 3 years later. So like, no, I'll pay you later. Like, no, bitch, like I got bills to pay.
Like this ain't for free though. I don't got a sugar daddy.
Aw.
I mean, do you? Let's go get one.
Oh, you wanna go into that one? I'm just kidding. Shit would be nice. We have some.
Put my number down. I'm just kidding.
Nah, I don't even think I would do that because I'm too like, if someone tries to throw something in my face and I'm like, you know, I want your shit.
Oh yeah, me too.
You know? So it's like anything that's anybody ever bought me, and then once I hear you say, oh, yeah, she has that because of me, or I got it because, you know, I was like, what? You know what? Here, I'll give it away. I'll give a fuck. I'll give it a call. It's like fucking $10,000. I'm like, here, I don't want that shit.
Oh no, yeah. That's what happened when my divorce. I'm like, here's your house, here's your car, here's everything. I don't want shit. Like, I'm done.
You feel like your hair and makeup helps pay for, like...
Oh yeah, that's
cool. I know, because I'm sure that helped when you were with them. Now it's like, God, I thought, now I gotta ponerme las pilas.
Ahora sí, ponerme las pilas, because nothing's for free. Now I'm a single mom taking care of my kid by myself, so yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do.
You know, too, what I was thinking right now? Like, she was like all camera shy, but then I'm like, wait, she's always doing like little TikToks. She's like all active, and I was like, and this bitch, she's shy. So I'm shaking her ass, and I'm just like, okay. I was like, I feel like I want to do that. But it's like, it takes so much energy just to look for a song to do and to think of like, oh, I'm gonna do this, you know? Like, it's bad enough I have to like, it makes it easier that I have to interview somebody, so it's like easier. And instead of thinking of keep having to create content, I just gotta find people to interview. It's easier than having to create, you know?
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, it's easier for me just to ask questions to people than to sit there and have like this whole elaborate plan of, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like when I see some of the TikToks, and I'm just like, how the fuck do these people come up with this
shit? Oh no, there's
dude?
some that are like very like out there, and I'm like, bro, like I ain't got time for all that. I got time for 7 seconds. I'm good.
No, but some of them are like the way they do them, like they record one piece, and then the way it does it, I'm like, oh, this is dope.
Yeah.
You know? But even if they're quick, but it's like, how do you think to do that? You know, like it's not just like, oh, you know, because I just took an airbrush, well, not airbrush. Well, they had airbrush in it, but it's like a custom paint class.
Oh, okay.
For cars and stuff like that. And then when I found out we had to do the board, and I was like, man, I wish I would have known we were doing a board. So I could have done my research, I could do everything else. I usually do that, like I do my research. But my stupid ass should have asked them, like, hey, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
But this is the one time I didn't do my research. Sorry, you guys. I'm usually like, oh, I look for stuff. But I figured, I was like, oh, we're gonna do a panel. They did a panel last time, so I'm gonna do a panel. And I did a skateboard. Skateboard is a lot different than a panel. Because now it's like, okay, I could have more freedom with the bigger canvas
yeah.
than something smaller, you know? So something smaller, it's like,
now
you have to be very precise because you're low on space, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm sure it's easier to contour their body than
like the smaller eyes or
the stage
something.
the nose, and you know, if you do too much darkness on the nose, and you know, the nose will look funny, you know. That's your problem. I've seen girls that look a certain way, and then done with their makeup, and I'm like, where did this bitch go? She under there, like, no, this bitch fucking disappeared. She did some brujeria. And then I see her tattoos, I'm like, oh shit, this is.
And that is the reason why they think we all can do cosmetic surgeries with makeup.
No, it's the.
But it's all that.
It's the first form. It's the first form of Photoshop. That's what I was telling people. It's like the live Photoshop, because if you can do your makeup bomb as fuck on the camera, it looks nice. Like, so usually, like when people are filming, that's why they have so much makeup, because you have lighting and stuff. So it picks it up different on the camera, you know. But if you put somebody that has no makeup, then everything. Oh, what is this? We have to charge this shit too. Change this charger on this one. No, you leave it on.
Oh, the one that's connected?
Yeah, just unplug it. I think I could cut this part out. Now that I know.
Oh, that makes a huge difference.
Camera's still going. What's the percentage on the camera? It's cool.
15.
Alright, back on time. No, I do the slap, so I know
where to cut. Yeah.
Cut. So when I just go look for it and I just cut it instead of having to be like, oh, I this is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Which now I gotta do it again. But before we go back, what were we talking about?
A Photoshop.
Photoshop.
Okay.
Real Photoshop.
So yes, you guys, the real Photoshop is in makeup. Makeup does wonders, because that's the one thing I tell people. I'm like, dude, I was like, even if you're broke, that's what I tell people. There's a thing called broke people, not ugly people. Because if you're broke, you can't buy money. I mean, you can't buy makeup. So therefore, you won't look pretty.
Yeah.
But also, if you have a bunch of money, you get surgery and do all kinds of shit. I have a friend that she does all kinds of shit to even get rid of the dark circles. And I was like, what? You got money?
Yeah.
You do all that shit? I was like, damn. No wonder. There's this chick in, I don't know if it was China or Japan, somewhere over there. But, so I guess she got surgery, you know, to look pretty. And then her husband sued her because her kids were ugly.
Oh my.
Pobrecito was like, dude, how do you feel as a you know, it's your dad, like, yeah, my dad said I'm doing it. Sued my mom, and my dad won, you know, like, I guess 'cause the mom.
But didn't he like take her swimming or what the?
No, she got a like
Actual surgery.
Yeah, so I guess she looked a certain way, so her kids.
Did he not like find this out? Or what the hell?
Well, she never said anything apparently. So that's
before.
where, yeah.
Okay.
You know, usually people are like, oh, I've gotten surgery. You know, they usually tend to mention it.
But I mean, I think you can tell sometimes, like, if you get surgery.
Or
like,
if she got her nose done, maybe she had like a little beak or something, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, you know?
I mean,
I've seen, who was I watching? I was watching something about Jewish, like, a lot of Jewish people have like a big nose. It was even one dude, like, it looked totally fake, but I guess it was like a surgeon that took it off, because back in the days, they were getting their nose done so they couldn't tell they were Jewish, so they wouldn't get taken into the slaughter home.
yeah.
Como fucking puercos and shit like that. It's fucked up, you know, like.
I know.
No, but like I never, that one I never knew until I forgot I was researching something about like plastic surgery. Oh, I was watching Explained, and they were talking about plastic surgery. And because have you watched those shows? They're on Netflix. They're called Explained. That's where I got the one from the coronavirus. And the reason why I know that one's correct too, because I did a lot of the research on them. That's it. Most of it was pretty accurate. So I'm like, yeah, they were pretty on point. So then I haven't done every single one, but from every one that I've done, it's been on point. It's just so much that I'm like, dude, I can do everything one day.
Yeah.
So it's like I do it gradually, you know, like with the whole coronavirus thing. It's like everybody's always like, they don't want to take the shot, right? But it's like, dude, since we've had shots, everything has gone down, you know, like, and it just shows in history. Just pay attention to history, and it shows it. Before we got the vaccines, people were dying left to right.
Oh yeah.
Now more people are surviving, so people don't want to take the shot. So what do you think? If I want to kill people off, what am I going to tell you not to do?
Don't take it.
Yeah, so you can die, right? So, just throw it out there. Yeah, you guys didn't think about that. No, because everybody's like, oh, against taking the shots, you know? Like, I have a friend, she's vegan, so she's like against all of that anyways, you know? But I'm like, we all have shots, like, just to get into school, you know? Because we're like a little bunch of germs just all gathered up and just intertwining with each other, you know? Like,
making our bacteria stronger.
yeah, no, like if one, like, somebody has one type of germ, I have another type of germ, and then, you know, like, if you mix them up, you're gonna make another germ.
Oh yeah, of course. Or you're gonna make it what's called resistant, make it stronger.
Yeah, and then it's gonna get you sick again. So it's like, you can't help stupid, sorry.
No, and then
it's like I can take you to go drink water, but I can't force you to drink it.
Yeah, it's more of lazy. Like, they don't want to do their research. They don't want to read. If it has nothing to do with what they're into or their trend.
And that's when I go back to people being assholes. Because then one of my topics well, we talked about on my first podcast, on the first episode, and we talked about in the other episode of my other podcast. It all leads up to the assholes. Like, these motherfuckers are always being assholes, always thinking about themselves. It's like, hello, the air you breathe, we all breathed it, so stop polluting it! Saying.
Put a mask on.
No, the people are also polluting it. Like, if you notice, since COVID hit, it's been to where, like in the beginning, like, I felt like the air was clear. Because there was more cars and then they started driving again, and then here we go again.
That and actual, like, the common cold, the flu, like bronchitis, all that, like, you didn't hear of it, you know?
Too, you know what?
Have to do a lot with, like, okay, now you're really washing your hands, because before nobody was washing their hands.
And then, you know what? One of the statistics about, like, more men get it than females, because women wash their hands, and that's why Fauci's always saying wash your hands, you know, because it's like.
And me and some guys at work were actually sitting outside the restroom, and we noticed that some of the guys would, like, go in and not come out and, like, actually wash their hands, like.
And then just so you guys know, because I know this from the bloodborne classes, that if you just wet your hands and not use soap, you're only turning it into a magnet of retaining dirt. Just so you know, the soap acts as a repellent. So if you don't use soap, you actually tend to pick up more germs, which is fucked up. Well, actually, what it works all. You know how when you're doing, when you're cooking, right?
Yeah.
You cook chicken and you dip it in something wet. And they put something dry on there.
That's what they say. Like, I don't know about your mom, but my mom's Mexican, so she's like, once it touch the counter, no, esa la basura, because it's
5-second rule. I'm just kidding. Chop that part out real quick. We broke, bitch. You fucking better blow on that shit.
Scrub it with soap.
Have you seen? There's a show where I saw that. They're like, you say wash the chicken. They're fucking with soap and shit. Like this.
And what is it? The Mexican lavadora, like.
I was like, oh man. When I saw that shit, I was like, really? Really? I was like, this motherfucker didn't get a memo. I was like, we didn't wash the chicken just with water. You know? I heard, well, no, I've seen other people use like baking soda and shit like that.
I don't know. I mean,
anytime anything has bleach, I'm just like, why are you using it for the pots? Like, you can use it. And I was like,
but some people actually use bleach to wash their veggies and fruits. Have you heard of that? Like, there's an actual chemical that they use to wash all that.
I heard. Well, that's what I'm saying. They're using the what's it called? It's like chalk, not chalk, but you put it in your freezer to take out the smell too. But it's
Carpet.
not baking soda. What's it called? Is it baking soda?
Yeah, it's baking
Yeah,
soda.
right. They use that to clean their produce, huh? Or something like that.
Probably.
It's been a minute since I've heard or I thought about this, so.
They probably do. I mean, you use it to clean the toilet. I'm sorry.
You need to clean a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
No, you need to clean a lot of stuff. Well, they use vinegar to clean your inside.
Exactly.
And you use vinegar to clean outside, so I was like, damn, okay.
Carbonato.
Multitask?
Lemon.
Like multitask, guys? I know, right? That's like, you take me all out. Just kidding.
Are you?
Maybe. I'm just kidding. No, I'm like, over here, it's like I'm trying to see if we're almost out of time, you guys. I don't want to make the podcast too long, because then they're going to be like, damn, this bitch just keeps talking. They probably want to, huh?
You know what? There is actually podcasts that are like 2-3 hours long. I mean, I listen to them when they're actually very entertaining. So like, I'm at work like, what?
And that's what I was thinking. I was like, we should do like when we do just 30 minutes of this video, and then the rest of them listen to the podcast. Yeah. And they can watch the video and the rest. Like, all right, we're done entertaining you guys. Now listen to whatever shit.
You guys
stop watching
real
us.
Shit, huh? Stop looking at us.
I'll be like, all right, now it's time to watch. I can't watch out the camera for all this, you know.
Now you gotta pay.
I gotta pay extra. Just kidding. No, but still have another podcast I gotta do, so we have to cut it short. But thank you for coming on by, and I'm glad that I got to. I'm like, I didn't even know that you were doing hair in high school, so I was like, what? I didn't even know.
Actually, last thought, I didn't graduate. I didn't actually walk. I was doing
it.
No, I was actually doing hair for graduation.
Oh.
Yeah, I was doing some of my friends' hair for graduation.
So I didn't even want to. Did I even do my hair? I did not think I did. I think my sister did.
She's like,
someone did
I
because I wasn't very girly at all. Like I was such a tomboy, so. Well, you remember.
I was there. We were all the tomboys.
But they don't know that. But they don't know that. Yeah, we're like such tomboys, dude. Like, I'm gonna see if I can find the picture of us. I'm gonna post it up. I'll post it up, you guys. But alright, we're gonna let you guys go. Make sure you guys go and follow, subscribe, and hit the little bell. So every time I post something new, you guys will be the first to see it and to hear it. I'm gonna put it on podcast too, so make sure you guys check them out. And I'm gonna put all her links to her, so you guys can check her out, check out her work. If you need her to do your hair, she does haircuts too, you guys. Just hace todo. So, you know, she does. You do lashes too. She does lashes too. She does a bunch of shit. Do you want to chime in to anything that I'm missing? Cause I got everything.
You got me.
I was like, I feel like I'm missing. Oh, and then she does a little TikTok because I gotta add her on TikTok too.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna put her IG handle and her TikTok handle. You guys go check her out. Make sure you guys share. Some of her shit. I'd be sharing some of her shit. She's funny, and I'm just like, she's fucking funny, dude. So it's only a matter of time before we get her blown up, you guys. So make sure you guys follow her. And you know, we out. Make sure you follow us.